What's up guys, Patrick here with Armor Tools, and today I'm going to show you how to install a T-Track. But we're going to be mounting using bolts as opposed to screws to help prevent blowouts. It's a pretty easy and straightforward installation, but using bolts really secures your track to the table, especially if you clamp at higher pressures. Now the track we're going to be installing today is Armor's new Quick Track. It's got a pretty cool design where the track has brakes every 12 inches, allowing you to insert or remove your Armor clamps without having to move all the way to the end of the track. First step, you'll lay out your table and T-Track pattern, then trace the pattern so you have an outline on your table. This will be a guideline for when you start routing. Something to note is that Armor Quick Track can intersect with other pieces of T-Track without additional hardware by placing the tracks on connected openings. Once your pattern is set, secure your straight edge the correct distance from your guideline to account for your router's diameter. You can use a 1x as a guide and a square to create a straight line. Then clamp the guide down. Make sure it is secure and clamp tightly so that it won't move. Here's a quick pro tip to set your router to the correct depth. Just place your router on top of the T-Track and lower it until it touches the table. This will give you the correct match depth, but be sure that your router is unplugged. And there you go, the correct match depth for your T-Track. Since we're using a butcher block bench, we'll have to do this in a few passes, taking a 1/4 inch off at a time. Now that we've finished routing our track, we're going to mark the placement of drill holes for the attachment bolts no less than 3 inches from the end of the track. Space additional hardware evenly based on your T-Track length. Once you've marked your holes, go ahead and drill. Now we're going to be using a few different pieces, but just follow that rule for each piece. Slide the bolts into the T-Track, put the bolt through your drill holes, and secure the nut on the underside of the bench. So the great thing about this Quick Track is the convenient access points every 12 inches, especially on a long table. There's no need to go to the end of the track, and you can create intersections virtually anywhere. Also, by attaching through the table, that track can handle a lot more pull force than a conventional T-Track fastened by screws. And if you're using the Armor T-Track clamps, they can reach pressures up to 400 and 500 pounds. I hope this helped with putting together your own T-Track table. If you're interested in the Armor Quick Track, visit armor-tool.com for more information. Thank you, and as always, arm your shop with Armor Tools.